It is time to feel nostalgic here in the Dark Cosmic Universe. We're going to go back to the 70s, 80s, and a time where you couldn't binge watch like we do today. Welcome back to the Dark Cosmic Universe. My name is Avian Savage. Welcoming back all my cosmic followers here. If you saw the thumbnail, you know what this one's about. But before I get into that, again, welcoming all my cosmic family out there. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We talk about action figures, we talk about play sets, we talk about vehicles, we talk about Pokemon cards, and we also talk about all cool cosmic collectibles just like this. If you are new to the channel, check out the links in the description. I've got an eBay store where I sell vintage and retro t-shirts. I also sell paperback books. When I make a sale, I bring it back here to the Dark Cosmic Universe, which I did. Sold 2 shirts. And actually today I was at the store and I started recycling the money before I even knew I sold anything. Got home and I said, oh, we made 2 sales. That is cosmically epic. Again, that definitely supports the channel. I will definitely be recycling that money. I already started it today. So a little bit of that money, actually all of that money will be from today's purchases. Anyway, if you are new to the channel, please leave some comments. I totally accept that as well. This always helps. You have the thumb just kind of like going, I got to get in there. Definitely helps the channel as well. Sharing the videos, remixing, remastering, reinvigorating, reimagining what the Dark Cosmic Universe is in your life. Again, put them on your socials, share them on your socials. Text someone a link to the channel. Let them know about this channel and what we do. Check out the photos, check out the playlists, even check out the remix stuff that's out there as well. It's always a great thing. Again, thank you guys so much for sharing these on your socials and telling everyone about that. Don't forget, besides here, YouTube, we're also over that TikTok-y area, so come on over and check out the channel over there. Okay. I'm trying to be as relaxed as possible. Just had to adjust the monitor there. Holy cow, do I have a story to tell everyone. In the collection, 2 versions of Steve Austin, the Bionic Man. Back over here, we've got my modern version of, we've got Lee Majors over here. Back over here, we're going to be calling him Lee Minor. Thank you very much for that joke. That was pretty awesome. And there's some other figures back here that are of the 80s. We've got some 70s represented. I believe some 60s in there as well. But we got 4-inch figures. That's my jam. That is what I love. All right, let's take a look and see how approximately tall Steve Austin is. Not the Bionic redneck. It is the Bionic Man. Under 4 inches. If you know what that reference is from, give me a hell yeah. That's all I can say. Under 4 inches. Bigfoot, he is over 4 inches. Closer to 4.5. And then we've got Jamie Summers, the Bionic Woman, under 4 inches. Now, the cool thing about these figures is that they were from 2 different companies. So in the front, from Super 7, the Bionic Woman, so Jamie Summers, there's the Fembot. These were Super 7 figures. And then another company, Zica Toys, and that's how you say it. They had Steve Austin in the blue jumpsuit, Steve Austin in the red jumpsuit, and then they made Bigfoot, which is awesome. We're going to take a look at these figures. All right, so the real quick, the story that came about of this. Yours truly, I went on Macari for like, I don't know, been a long time since I've even been on Macari. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to see if the Steve Austin Zica figure is there. So this was a figure that I had purchased originally, not this particular one. I purchased it from a seller. And I wound up saying, okay, guys, we're going to have this really cool video. And you're going to be like cosmically impressed. The package came and the seller had switched the labels. Switched the labels or put the wrong label on the wrong box. I got the 6-inch figure in, which had nothing to do with what I'd ordered. I'm like, oh. So, message the seller. He said, send it back. And I was waiting for him to put it back on eBay. I'm sorry, on Mercari. My bad. There's too many online places that I go to. So anyway, so I'm waiting and waiting, and I'm like, "Hey, did you get the figure back in?" He goes, "No, it hasn't been, hasn't been shipped." I'm like, "You're killing me, man. Seriously." I was like all excited because I wound up finding the fembot over here, and of course I had gotten Jamie Summers, and I'm like, I gotta have the rest. And then I wound up acquiring, I believe, Bigfoot. I think he was on eBay. I'm pretty sure. And so I had these three, and I was missing Steve Austin. I'm like, I gotta have him, man. I am missing the, and that's the only thing I'm gonna do for that's my version as a kid of the Bionic, the Bionic sound effect. I was so hoping to get this figure and then get it here, and then it's like, oh my gosh, did not happen. And then I got all disappointed. And then anyway, so I found on Mercari someone had these two figures together, and they were asking for a lot of money. Waited on it. Then I finally got this offer for the two of them. Did not pay the astronomical amounts. Now, the Zica figures here, the Zica toys, carded, go between $100 and $150, depending on which of the figures are. I did not pay that for these two figures. I did not even pay remotely to that. Neither did I pay for Bigfoot. But I've got them in the collection. Very excited. All right, let's check them out. So I've wanted to do this for such a long time. I got to get the Andre the Giant Super 7 figure. And here they are. Finally, got them together. Got Bigfoot. Let's see, I'll brighten up the screen here. I got Bigfoot. I got Steve Austin. They can battle each other. That is cosmically epic. I am so excited about this. See if we can get a close-up. There we go. I am so excited about these figures. And we'll take a look at Steve Austin. Now, these figures from Zica Toys, they're more than 5 points of articulation. I like 5 points, but these ones are a little bit more. And the blue jumpsuit and the red jumpsuit are pretty much the same for the articulation. So here we go. He's got even the sneakers here. Oh my gosh. He's sporting. Yes, I said sporting. He's sporting the 70s sneakers. That is cosmically epic. That is awesome. So he's got the oh my gosh. He's got the sport outfit or the Bionic suit. Again, 5 points from articulation. The head moves, the arms move, the legs move, and then there's a knee joint. So that's very interesting. I am not going to be bending these knees. Once they are in my case, that is it. As opposed to, you know what? Let's put them both together, because that's what we're going to do here. And I've been waiting to do this. So here we go. Got Jamie Summers, and she's a little, there we go, that's better. She was like looking the other way. So I got Jamie Summers now, finally. And again, if you know who these people are, you're like, yeah, my childhood was cosmically epic. Got Jamie Summers and then Steve Austin. There they are. Now, they've not done a amazing remake of this. You know what? I would be okay if they did a modern version of the Bionic Man, Bionic Woman. Doesn't have to be $5 million or $6 million. It could be a little bit more than that, because $6 million now is like nothing for electronics. All right, we're going to go to ground level here, and I do apologize. All right, so you get to see all the figures in their glory, which I'm excited about. And let's just back up the monitor just a bit. Oh, yes, this is, like I said, this is my childhood from like the 70s, which is really cool. And my childhood in the 80s. So I was like in between, which is kind of cool. So I got to see stuff from the 70s. I got to see stuff from the 80s as they progressed. And I was really excited about that. So here they are, finally in the collection. Very excited. Many of the figures that definitely represent that time when I was a small kid. Now, again, Steve Austin and the Bionic Woman were, I think it was like 10 inches. Might be wrong about that. But that was the whole cool thing. And then, of course, I've got my Pulsar over here. Come on. I mean, we're talking, if you're going to have the Bionic Man, and you got to have Pulsar to go with it, too. This is so cool. So excited in the collection to have both of these figures. And if you don't know who Pulsar is, definitely look. Now, this is a modern, customized version. And I have displayed this before on the channel. I updated the version for Pulsar. Now, Pulsar doesn't look like this normally. He does have the red and black pants outfit. And if you can check, let's see if we get a close-up. Yeah, you can actually see he's got innards in there. So you can see his lungs, which is really cool. I believe it was eBerry Studios. I had contacted a gentleman from Canada, and he was making figures. And this was a collaboration that we talked about. He wound up making come true. He actually 3D printed the lungs inside, was able to put the lungs in there, because that's what Pulsar had. You could see, well, actually, you can see his heartbeat. And I decided to come up with a more MMA kind of version to make him a little bit modern. And it came out great. So again, if you eBerry Studio, if you are watching this video, thank you again for this. And of course, if you have Pulsar, you got to have Hypno too. And yes, he actually made another figure, pretty much the same body. And inside the chest, there is his hypnotic chest piece, which, again, he didn't have to do it, as you can tell, but he did. And then we modernized him with the metal spikes going around, because I thought that would be kind of cool. So yeah, it was like I don't think he even heard of these characters, and but he was great. Sometimes customizers with 3D printing can do stuff like that, and I was very fortunate that it was able to be done. So in my universe, my 70s, between the 70s and 80s influences are part of the Dark Cosmic Universe. Very excited. And again, in the background here, my stand-in for Oscar Goldman. Until I find one, I definitely need to find a Oscar Goldman figure of like 4 inches, which will be cosmically epic. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. Thank you guys again. Again, I am really excited. I mean, beyond excited to finally have these all together. And I've got a case for them, and that's where they're going to go. And they'll be, wrapped up so they don't get banged up or anything. But yeah, very excited. And you never know what comes or is going to be here in the Dark Cosmic Universe. So you got to check in with all the videos. You got to check all the shorts, the YouTube shorts, of course. And check out the photos, because you never know what's going to be there. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. Saying hello to my Dark Cosmic family out there. If you are subscribed, we're getting closer to 900 subscribers. I'm sorry, 900. I'm sorry, 1,900. So 1,900. That's what I meant to say. But that's okay. You know what? It's being non-scripted. You get to hear the enthusiasm in my voice. Yeah, if I mess up, I mess up. And if you mess up in your life, we're human. It's okay. Again, if you want to be part of the Dark Cosmic Universe and part of the Dark Cosmic family, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel, and you are definitely part of the Dark Cosmic Universe. Who are my Dark Cosmic Universe family? Why, my friends, they are my cosmic cosmonauts, my cosmic comrades, my insane toy collectors, my Dark Cosmic Pokemon collectors when we do it here, and my Dark Cosmic collectors out there. I am, again, ecstatic for having these figures in the collection. And, it's like a check mark off, which is pretty awesome. And, yes, very, very excited. And, again, like I did say, I did pick up some new stuff. So there will be more material here to watch, to binge watch. It'll definitely binge watch worthy. So definitely do that. Went to the toy store. Yes, the toy store. I drove there, out of my way, and I said, I'm going to find something. And that's exactly what I did. So for more videos coming up, we'll definitely have some cool action figures out there. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. Like I say, what do I say? Say it loud and proud, my friends. From one side of the galaxy to the other, and somewhere in between, there is the Dark Cosmic Universe. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Thank you, everyone who take the time to send a quick comment. And again, I get back to you as soon as I can, or as soon as the YouTube, was it the Y Studio? Y YouTube Studio tells me that I've got notifications for messages. Thank you guys again so much. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos as I am enjoying making them. Stay cosmically insane, my friends. Keep collecting all those action figures. Come back here to the Achubosphere, better known as YouTube. Say hello to Seashell over here. And we will see you cosmically soon for another video.